go crypto investing, bell notification, like the channel, subscribe, and share to help support the channel and push us through the YouTube algorithm as we continue to keep you 69.69 steps ahead of the market manipulators and the criminal gangsters. As you can see, it's going to be a travel day. We're going on a little family vacation to Florida, so the next 12 hours there probably won't be very many little updates. But you can see the Bitcoin price is still sitting at that 16,117.99. And as you do know, we're watching for two possible outcomes here. Possible one outcome is you finally break back above the bottom part of this blue resistance zone, and you start to have a quick pump because there's not very much resistance. As soon as you break this, sustain above it, get above that 50-day moving average that's just above the bottom part of that blue trading zone in red, there's very little resistance between there and 19,000 and change, right? The top part of this blue trading zone between there and the 100-day moving average in blue at about 18,100 change, and that's what we're watching out for. Contrarily, if you get rejected by this, there's nothing to stop you from falling all the way back to 15,375, and that's kind of a last area of major support before a huge fall would ensue, and that's something that we're watching out for as two critical levels, 16,600 change and 15,375 for completely separate directions. But just to note and to take notice and to have you guys remember, even if we do have a miraculous, nice bear market enticing pump, I don't think we'd get much above this if we nipped our head above it, and it would be quickly reversed and rejected within the days to weeks following, and you would end up back down here again anyways, right? But that's an area we're watching, because if you do end up breaking down past here, this bear mark, or this bear flag, where you can see we've been in a series of bear flags. There's your pull, driving with red candles. We can even go back farther real quick and show you just how consistent these are, right? You can see them right here. You fucking slut bag. That's not, slut bag's not part of the technical analysis, but you can see this beautifully right here. Look at this. See this? Driving red candles down, flag pull, up and sideways consolidation, flag, breakdown, new flag pull, driving red candles, up and sideways consolidation, flag, and then this one was more of a driving red candles and a brief pump and a consolidation, and then this would actually be your actual bear flag. Instead of a breakdown, this is more of trading out of it, and then you had your driving red candles, your up and sideways consolidation, and this smaller bear flag, right? And you can see the technical target would be all the way down there at about 12,392, taking out that 13,336 target that we had, and it would drive you pretty damn close, if not into the upper part of the last line of defense, the shithouse in orange, and that would be one final step. And the next fall from here to here, the next fall after that, would be a 60 to 75% capitulation down to our technical target, down at about $3,336 on the Bitcoin price, right? And then if we look at the XRP price, you can see we got that track in the background, and this has another nice consolidation. And the XRP price, the areas that we're looking for, we're going to solve this out a little bit in the background because it just gets to be too much. But what you can see on this consolidation, you douchebag, on this consolidation right here, no, that's not what we want. We want to get into here and then get into here. You can see our major upper resistance is 59 cents, like it was back here, just like it was when we were in a similar spot, right? But initially, you got to break above this 37 cents, and our track is saying it could nip above and get up to this 200-day at about February 1st, so a couple of weeks, and then get harshly rejected, and we have our next big leg to the downside between the 31st of January and about the 21st of February. There's a big fall potentially in that time slot. But to get bullish, you got to break above this 37 cents. That was major support in this consolidation, and then a dump in resistance, then a huge pump, and it failed at its first test at resistance support. It broke back through it, and it's been holding it as resistance ever since. And you could maybe drive up to that 50 cents. But I think if you got up into here, you would get driven down just like Bitcoin, the immediate short-term following that, right? And on the contrary, we got close. We had a 2022 low of 28 cents, and we got within 8 cents of the upper range of that 18 to 20 cents we had by the end of 2022, and that was a 2021 prediction. But who would have thunk that for the better part of the whole year we just traded in a sideways consolidation as we ended up pretty much where we started, right, the year after the big flush. But on a pattern breakdown, we're eventually driving down here to the top part of the orange trading zone, just like Bitcoin, at about 18 to 20 cents. And then eventually, we're going to have a June 2023 XRP bottom. And then that doesn't mean that it's going to skyrocket back up. It just means that this will be the area where a big bottom is formed. Then we trade up and down and retest levels left and right, right? But I think we're going to have a June 2023 bottom that is at about 3 cents, right? Right down there at 4 cents. 3 to 4 cents, I think XRP will bottom in 2023 as we have a massive capitulation event shaping up mid part of this year. Like, subscribe, and share pieces, and road to 10,000 followers and stuff starts with you.